The first part of C.S. Lewis's lecture on the abolition of man addresses subjectivity versus objectivity. He is quoted saying, "The confusion is continually present in language as we use it. We appear to be saying something very important about something, and actually, we are only saying something about our own feelings." He demonstrates that modern humans are faced making decisions between two evils. This involves moral value and subjectivity. The main point of Men Without Chests is that there are two workings that address education about life. Lewis criticizes the Green Book, saying it is limited in its teachings. He claims it deprives the reader of emotion and depth, leading into an adult life. This opposes the work of the Tao, introduces greatness. Lewis explains the universality and depth of the teachings of the Tao and its ability to be applied in the lives of all. Lewis is quoted saying, "It is the doctrine of objective value, the belief that certain attitudes are really true and others really false, to the kind of thing the universe is and the kind of things we are." This quote defines the teachings of the Tao to the audience. The Tao is seen as the moral truth for all.
The second of Lewis's lecture, The Way, explains the impossibility of disproving values. The Tao can be viewed as the secrets to psychological survival. Values, as addressed in the Tao, are the center of nature and the functioning of life, but soon to be overcome by science. Values are to morality is to human nature that cannot be defined under strict rule. The Tao leaves freedoms to be applied by all in all aspects of life. Attempting to disprove this universal truth would involve using the work of the Tao to do so. This is therefore impossible. The innovator would be using the work to disprove itself. It simply cannot be done. All belief and reasoning originates from the workings of the Tao. This second part also touches on choice versus instinct, using the example of parenting a child. Lewis says, one cannot use instinct as a source of value. This must therefore come from the principles of the Tao that cannot be disproven.
Lewis opens part 3 of his lecture analyzing the idea of man's conquest of nature. He demonstrates that this conquest is through the process of applied science, but this is not always positive. He is quoted in saying, "Each new power won by man is a power over man as well." In today's society, this is evident through the development of technology. Technology and new innovations are great in the advancements of efficiency of life, but appear to be foreshadowing the dehumanization of man. This connects to his main idea that power leads to a loss of value and morality. This incorporates a loss of self-control that Lewis discusses. Highly regarded values begin to lose that value and become simple products. Personal technology is harming youthful generations in a similar way. Young children that grow up with their heads buried in cell phones, with their fingers typing away to communicate with each other, represent this dehumanization and loss of genuine life. Speaking in person, and even on the telephone, is becoming unfortunately rare. This connects to Lewis's main point on the abolition of man. Further into the lecture, he gets into the struggle for power over a desire for value and objectivity. He is quoted in saying, "What we call man's power over nature turns out to be power exercised by some men over other men with nature as its instrument." This means that using new inventions and innovations are really just another source of gain for power over one another that can be used for both physical and mental harm. Technology requires money to be purchased, which some have more of than others. This inspires a sense of power that these who possess the technology also possess control over those without. This is what Lewis states is leading to the ultimate conquest of nature. The end of conquest, as Lewis states, is when man has complete control over itself and has surrendered to an objective nature where all value is lost. This is stated in the third part of the lecture and can be applied for today's generation looking at the impact of technology on young children as well as reoccurring dehumanization.